This here is Boom Studios' Go-Go Power Rangers comic issue number 27. It begins at the Tower of Light where we left off last time as Lord Zed tries to get Tommy to take the White Ranger powers and become an evil ranger again. As he's not under any sort of mind-controlling spell this time, Tommy is not tempted by the new power, despite Lord Zed's encouragement. As Tommy is a good guy now, he instead attacks Lord Zed, and he ups the theatrics as he tells Zed that the white light is not for them to give or take, and that Tommy would die before they corrupt it. That's the sort of corny dialogue we'd hear on TV. With Tommy refusing to take the power, Zed and Tommy fight it out again. Even though Tommy is practically on the brink of defeat, he goes on to protect the white light and tells Zed if he goes home, he won't hurt him. As if Tommy could beat Zed like this. Anyway, if you think the melodramatics are really being played up here, you're not wrong. Saba asks Tommy could he be any more melodramatic. And we see the white tiger licking Tommy's face. It turns out that Zed was never there. It was just a trial to see if Tommy was worthy of the power. In all honesty, I think this was a cop-out. But that's probably because we've seen this already in the TV show when Tommy went for the Zeo crystal. So basically, it's a rehash of that, and now he has the white light. Back to Angel Grove now, and the Thunder Megazord is taking on Zed's monsters. The Rangers are in a spot of bother, as the Thunder Megazord's energy levels are dropping. Nimrod is overloading their systems, and Billy can't do anything back at the command center, with Alpha and Zordon still missing. Jason decides to take a punt and draws out the Thunder Saber. He tries to take a swipe at Nimrod, but misses as Nimrod is faster and jumps over the slash. The Thunder Megazord is practically on the verge of defeat when all three monsters combine their attack. With virtually no powers to fight back, there's nothing more the Rangers can do with the Thunder Megazord. So Jason tells the Rangers to reroute backup power to the teleporter as he teleports the entire Megazord away to safety. So, Nimrod won this battle. Back at the command center, Tommy re-emerges with Saba and the white light in hand. Saba and Zordon meet again, but due to the complexities of time and space with these two, I don't know if they really have met before, or if it's their alternate selves who have met. And just because Tommy's gaining the White Ranger powers, he says he needs a new wardrobe. An obvious joke at how the Rangers need clothes to match their Ranger colours. Anyway, Tommy is being powered up and Zordon tells him that this new power will hone Tommy's senses, clear his mind, and allow him to become the true champion and leader of the Power Rangers. That surprises Tommy as he thought he was just rejoining the team and not taking over as leader. This is almost as bad as the TV series' lack of explanation as to why Tommy became leader, as Zordon just says that the arrival of Lord Zed has changed matters and they must change if they are to survive. But then again, we don't know if the emissary said anything to Zordon when he met him, as the emissary did tell Jason that he may not be the leader anymore. We see where Jason teleported the Thunder Megazord. The Thunderzords are now back in the Zord base undergoing repairs. It's nice to see that Alpha has repair drones to do the work. If you ever wondered how the Zords got repaired on TV, this offers some explanation, and it makes sense too. The Zords are large vehicles, so it makes perfect sense for automated drones to carry out the work than, say, Alpha doing everything by hand. Zack is with Trini and he thinks that they should tell Kimberly and Billy about Jason and the emissary. Suddenly, the emissary appears right in front of them. He's there to assure Zack and Trini that he means no harm to them. All the emissary did was show Jason the memory of the shattered grid events that were erased from his mind. He also tells them that he asked Jason to join him on a new mission, as the universe now is not what it was. Trini then asks the emissary if he can show the battle to them as well. The emissary says no, as the current reality is fragile. But Trini says if Jason's already in on it all, they want to join him. So the emissary grants the request. Flash forward now, as this page now shows the Rangers in the command center area with Zordon back. This now is almost a straight-up copy of the introduction of the White Ranger to the Power Rangers. Once again, it's good to see Go-Go Power Rangers doing something new while at the same time incorporating some of the old from the TV series. The way Tommy floats down is virtually the same as on TV. We don't see Tommy taking off his helmet, so we don't know if Kimberly fainted this time. I'm hoping she didn't. We also don't see Zordon telling the Rangers that Tommy is suddenly the leader, but if you look at the way Jason's crossed his arms, he might be a little annoyed. Then again, he may have just crossed his arms, as that is a rather comfortable position sometimes. Anyway, introductory over, and Tommy tells them all to morph. Flash forward again, and we're straight into battle with the Megazord and Zed's monsters. I think the way this issue was written, it's clearly aimed at those who've seen the original TV series. We know Tommy got the Megazord and messed up controlling it. For people new to the story, they'll probably wonder what the heck is going on. It doesn't help as things continue at a rather fast pace, with Tommy calling on the Thunderzord assault team so they can bring together the Mega Megazord. Again, the people new to the story will probably be wondering where the heck this new formation came from. It may have been better to show the battle in more detail, but for fans of the original series, it may be a bit too repetitive. I certainly don't mind the fast forward. We're at the end of the battle already as the Rangers ready the finishing move. The Firebird is launched and it takes out all three monsters. We see the Red Dragon Thunderzord in warrior mode, just like it was on TV. However, there's no handshake between it and the Mega Megazord. Jason's standing outside looking serious. Again, I don't know if he's annoyed or whether seeing that has made up his mind. He can leave on his new mission now that Tommy is the White Ranger. And that moves us on to a new scene. At the youth centre, Tommy asks Jason if he's alright with Tommy being the new leader. Jason says it is, because with the new power, Tommy was a natural leader. He dived in head first without hesitation. He believes Tommy should be the leader now. Tommy thanks him, but asks Jason what he's meant to be now. Jason says he's still figuring that out. And Tommy tells him not to go anywhere anytime soon. I think fans of the TV series and those who have been reading these comics will know how that went. On to Kimberly now. While ordering fries from Ernie, Matt appears wanting to talk to Kimberly. He saw the battle on the news, and so he knows that a new Ranger has joined the team. Kimberly starts talking to him, but then Ernie comes back with the fries that Kimberly ordered. He also mentions Tommy's name, so Matt knows that he's back now. And because of that, Matt says that's great. Really great. So sadly for Matt, it looks like he's put two and two together and worked out that Tommy is the White Ranger, and that Kimberly will be going back to Tommy, which means Matt can't be with her again. And just to prove that somewhat, Kimberly goes up to Tommy and kisses him. That's too bad, but I guess it was always going to happen. So with the day finally over, Kimberly goes off with Tommy, and Billy heads to the Power Transference Center for an explanation from Alpha. That leaves Jason with Zack and Trini, so they can finally talk. Jason decides to tell Zordon everything, but Trini tells him that they could do that, but Zordon doesn't remember everything that happened. So Jason knows that the emissary restored Trini and Zack's memories too. They've been through what Jason went through, the tremors and the flashes of memories. Jason was against this from the beginning, but Trini and Zack tell him that they've been through a lot since the first attack, so Jason won't be doing this alone. They'll help him build the new Ranger team. Jason's actually smiling at the end, and that nicely brings us to the end of this issue. It was nice to see Tommy reintroduced as the White Ranger. It wasn't so good seeing him back, it was more about the way he came back, as it's not what we saw on TV. I just like seeing the new versus the old. Casual fans may not like the flash forwards in this issue during the White Ranger introduction and Zord battle, but for me it was okay, as I know the history of the White Light arc. I like how the comic tried to address the change in leadership from Jason to Tommy, but it didn't fully answer why that was done. I don't know if we'll get a definitive answer later, like did the emissary tell Zordon to make Tommy leader? With the White Light story over now, I hope we can focus on how Jason, Zack and Trini became the Omega Rangers.